to the HPT. I'm Chris Hansen. He's Fred Bevel. And Fred, tonight we have two players that are remaining. We are heads up, and they're battling it out for $233,000 in cash.
Not just that, but the prestigious title of being the champion of all champions at the HPT Championship Open.
Blinds are at 75 and 150,000. As we saw, Leon with right around 1 million chips. Copeg Cards whole cam shows he has Jack 9 offsuit.
Also known as the Chris Hansen.
No, Fred, they're not suited.
Oh, you'll play it anyway.
Leon calls Ace 4 of diamonds for Chris.
I'll put you all in.
Whoa!
And Chris is going all in.
Talk about putting the screws to him.
He just will not let up on Leon.
Let's do it.
Oh, he makes the call.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Come on, Ace 4.
Leon live, but behind going into the flop. How does he make the call for his tournament life with Jack 9 offsuit?
I wish I had an answer for you, Fred. I guess this was a stand he was ready to take. He felt in this heads-up match that Chris just kept pushing him around. This was going to be his hand to make it or break it. The flop is, oh, look at this. King, Queen, Jack.
With 2 diamonds.
So pre-flop, I don't know about Leon's call with Jack 9, but he did make the call as the short stack. Now after that flop, he's loving it and he's hating it.
Well, hating it more the word. He's got to fade 15 outs twice. Chris is looking at any ace, any 10, or any diamond to end this tournament right now.
And the turn is another king.
No help for Chris. He's looking for an ace, a 10, or a diamond on the river.
Otherwise, Leon would double up and stay alive yet again. The river is a 3, and Leon survives all those outs to double up.
Leon, Leon, Leon. You know, you question the call, but when it works out, I guess you got to call him a genius. What do I know?
So Leon doubles up. Chris still our chip leader, but Fred, we're getting back to that point where, you know what, it doesn't take much for Leon winning 2 hands here. He could have this thing over with.
Well, and Leon sent a message to Chris right there saying, you know, I'll call you with less than premium hands. You might want to watch that all-in play.
I'll call.
Jack Deuce is good enough for a call for Leon out of the small blind. Chris checks his option with suited connectors. And here comes our flop. It's 4-10 Trey, Rainbow.
200.
That flop misses both of our players here. Leon ahead with Jack high.
Chris bets 200,000. Leon raises it up to 400,000.
Wow! Chris makes the call.
Here comes the turn. It's a 5.
Chris turns a double gut shot straight draw, also known as a double belly buster. Leon with an open-ended straight draw right now.
400.
Chris checks. Leon bets 400,000. And Chris is going to lay it down, and Leon is going to pick up a big raised pot.
Leon's bet on the turn was good enough to get Chris to fold.
Copeg Cards whole cam shows King Jack offsuit
All in.
for Chris, and he pushes them all in.
That's awfully fast for King Jack.
All in. That's worth a peek. That'd be worth a peek.
Oh, it's pocket queens.
Chris running into a buzzsaw here. Boy, playing King Jack this hard. I mean, you're either going to win the blinds or you're going to be racing for your tournament life. To me, that's not worth 100 grand. That's the difference between first and second place.
I call.
And Leon does make the call, and Chris is going to have 1 overcard.
The king.
Leon obviously in the lead with pocket queens. What a great time to run into a big hand.
The blinds are big, but both these players have plenty of chips behind them to play the game. I don't know if I like Chris's over-aggressive play here with the King Jack. He's run into the nightmare scenario when your opponent actually wakes up with a big pair.
And the look on Chris's face shows it all. Why did I play that hand so hard? Leon's wife looking on. And here comes the flop. It is 8, Jack, 10.
Well, Chris still behind, but he pairs his Jack on the flop. Now he'll be looking for another Jack, a King, or running cards.
It's never easy. Oh, man.
The turn is a 4.
And that's a break for Chris. Now he's down to a Jack or a King.
And here comes the river. The river's a 5, and Leon has doubled up. And Fred, he has moved within inches of taking down the year-end HPT Championship Open here at Majestic Star Casinos.
It ain't over, but nice try there, pal.
And the look on Chris Brand's face says it all. One-time 4-1 chip leader, now a big, big dog.
Yeah, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. Ride the waves.
Fred, I don't even think you call Chris a big dog at this point. I think he's like a small puppy. He doesn't even have enough to pay the small blind right now.
From rags to riches, back to rags again. That's the story for Chris Brand.
And here he is now with suited 6-3 versus Queen 5 for Leon. And here's the flop. It is ace, queen, queen with 2 clubs.
And we got to keep it exciting for the Season 3 championship, don't we? Leon has flopped trip queens. Chris flopped a flush draw.
Here comes the turn. It's a 3, and so now Chris looking for a club on the river.
Club and only a club.
And the river is an 8 of hearts, and Leon is the year-end HPT Season 3 champion.
And $233,000 richer.
Unreal, isn't it?
Fred, this tournament is over, and congratulations to Leon. Fred, he came to our final table as the chip leader, went up, went down, was able to hold on and end up being our champion here at Majestic Star during our championship open.
Well, Leon Montfort played a great game. They call him the Sailor, and you're right, he rode the treacherous waves to an HPT championship.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Nice work. Good job.
Thank you.
On Comcast Sportsnet.
And now, on behalf of VP and GM Dave Sugar here at Majestic Star Casinos, it's time to award our first place prize to Leon. So, Danielle, bring out the cash. There you go, Leon. $233,000 in cash. You started our final table, Leon, as the chip leader, and in the end, you got all the chips. How does this feel?
This is great. This is my biggest payday, and I'm tickled pink. So I'm real happy.
Now, Leon, you were riding quite a wave. You were the chip leader. You got knocked down. You grinded back. Finally, you get heads up, and you really take a big pot. When did you think you had control of the match?
I didn't really know if I had to control it at any time there for a minute. You know, I was trying to wait. I was calling too much earlier, and I made a play earlier and got short. Then I had to get aggressive and made the play and pushed it, got back in the game, and then I would just kind of be selective and pick my spots and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, the chips fell your way, and now you're holding $233 grand. Any plans for the money?
I guess 10 goes to charity, and the wife gets half, and I get to spend what's left.
All right, well, congratulations, Leon. Now let's go to today's runner-up, Chris.
Chris, congratulations. You're walking away with over $100,000. Now, that hand where you pushed with King Jack and you ran into Queens, tell me about it.
Oh, boy, yeah. I just tried to make a move. I believe the blinds were going up next hand, and I was just trying to steal that one right before the blinds went up, and unfortunately I ran into Queens. Few hands prior, I pushed in with the best hand and got out flopped and just didn't catch up.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Danielle, and well played today, Chris.
Wow, Chris, what an event. If season number 4 is anything like season number 3, we are in for quite a ride.
You're absolutely right, Fred. Another great event here at Majestic Star Casinos. And thanks again to Dom Nero and his entire poker room staff for all their hard work here this week. Now, do you think you've got what it takes to come and sit at this final table? Well, log on to heartlandpokertour.com to find out about our already scheduled season 4 events. For Danielle Gomez and Fred Bevel, I'm Chris Hansen. We'll see you in season number 4 of the Heartland Poker Tour.